outside studs going in. Sorry, bolts, not studs. Let me not get yelled at by everybody. Okay. Okay. Small block 350s, the head bolts go into, on a conventional small block 350 block, the head bolts go into the water passages, and it's got a window block. So essentially, all of the threads right on the backside of the head bolts are exposed to the coolant passages. Make sure you Teflon them. I'm using aviation fluid because that's what we have here at the shop, and that's what the guys like to use. Prefer. I've always done it with like the white Teflon PTFE tape paste, but I wanted to try something new. I don't like the PTFE white stuff. That's not good. So it gets everywhere. It makes a giant mess. It's on the farm. Actually, if these are studs, that's good because the other head has guide plates and studs. Yeah, okay, I did it. I do have one more. Let's hold it. Let's hold it. Find out. Oh man, I about had a heart attack right there for a second. Well. We run that goop. But good thing I'm in a hot rod shop. Alright, make a big old mess. They must have got some ticket or something in it. Because it was GSS operated. Alright. case y'all are wondering, I'm doing these at 35 across the bore in the pattern. It may not be the exact number for number, but I'm doing it center out, circle out. And 35, and I'm doing 70 after that. And then we're just gonna keep rolling forward. Woo. Oh, keep rolling. I don't know how everybody does torquing, but the way that I like to do it is get them to click back and then start torquing. Because if head torque wrenches act dumb, we'll say, in the past, where I'm like, oh, okay, let me torque this, and it's like, yeah, go ahead. You start to pull on it, and it's like snag. It's like, yeah, you're torqued. And then you click it back a couple, and it's like, nah, you're way off. I don't know if it's the initial calibration in them, or wrong way. Or if it just has something weird in them about not having the right torque value once you click them. All right. Set them all at one torque, go back through and recheck and make sure that all of them click right off of pressure, meaning you start to get into the torque wrench and it immediately clicks, there's no movement before it clicks, As long as that's okay, then move over to the next set. See, like that one? That one moves and then I put pressure into it. So that one. And the only thing this does is just make sure that they're all initially set to the same torque value. So that when you move to the next stage or step, you're going evenly complete from, in this case, 35, 70 in a smooth transition. So that way, as you torque your head, your oil pan, whatever it be, you pull it down not only in a flat manner. So, everybody's always worried about bringing it down like this, or not doing this, or this, But you also have to make sure that once you set it, you're not torquing them all initially to that clamp load. So you want to get them all set and make sure that all of them in the perimeter and inside are set to the same value properly in the start pattern. So that way, as you start to apply that clamp load, that whole thing's going to smush evenly, whether it be a head gasket, an oil pan gasket, whether it be CO cork, whatever. You always want to make sure it sets even. That's super important with head gaskets. Man, these top ones are big. Oh, see? I just gotta put a little bit more into it. We'll start over here this time. That way when I finish, I'm actually finishing in the right stroke. See? Kind of cool, yeah. Man, we just got done setting that concrete with the wall line, and when it happened, tore out the back of my hand. Well, I didn't catch my wrist, it caught the concrete fence inside, did, if the drill kept going, and I was not prepared for it, and it tore my hand up. That was like 3-4 weeks ago, and it's been healing this whole time. So putting any kind of pressure in the back of my hand, through the middle, pulling on a wrench like this, the whole backside hurts. Thankfully, it's not an excruciating pain. It's just like annoying, but I'm having to do things differently because of it. And I'm like, man, I'll be glad when this is healed. I'm actually finishing this stroke. See. You guys are probably like, oh, why is he standing so weird? Because I've had head bolts break. I've had things go snap. Granted, this is just a 350. I've had head bolts break on a ISX 15, so 15 liters inline 6 Cummins, and you got a lot bigger torque wrench when you're doing those ones, and a lot more force and a lot more pressure. And you put your whole weight into it. Well, my small statute figure has to put my whole weight into it. And when those things break, they're not fun. Alright, that should be all of them. So now we're just going to go back, check them all front to back again, just to make sure they're all tore. Alright, tell me. I think that's supposed to be torque. This one? I did this one. Okay, I did this one. Okay. Oh, right, I did that.